Good evening. A shocking act of violence shattered the peace at the Islamic Center of Frisco in North Texas this Sunday morning. During the pre-dawn Fajr prayer, a security guard, himself a member of the congregation, was brutally attacked from behind while worshiping. The tranquility of the mosque was replaced by chaos as worshippers rushed to help, and emergency services arrived. The attack, which occurred around 5 a.m., left the community shaken and a man seriously injured. This was not a random crime, but a violation of a sacred space, a place meant for solace and faith. The timing, during quiet devotion, has amplified the sense of vulnerability among congregants. The security guard, tasked with protecting the mosque, was targeted in his most vulnerable moment. News of the stabbing spread quickly, leaving a deep scar on the hearts of all who call the Islamic Center of Frisco their spiritual home. What began as a routine day of faith was irrevocably altered by senseless violence. The community now faces the difficult task of healing and restoring their sense of safety. Security footage reveals a chilling, unprovoked assault. The suspect, described as a white or Hispanic male, entered the prayer hall and stabbed the guard multiple times before fleeing into the early morning darkness. The Frisco police have launched an intensive manhunt, urging anyone with information to come forward. The randomness and brutality of the attack have left the community anxious and searching for answers. The victim, whose name remains private, was rushed to the hospital and is now in stable condition. His bravery is being praised. He prioritized the safety of others even as he was attacked. Mosque leaders confirm there was no prior conflict. The violence was sudden and without warning. The motive remains unclear, raising fears of a possible targeted attack. The community is left questioning whether this was an isolated incident or part of a larger pattern of hostility. In response, Frisco police have increased patrols and are treating the investigation as a top priority. Police Chief David Shilson emphasized, "An attack on any place of worship is an attack on our entire community." Authorities are analyzing surveillance footage and exploring all possible motives, including the potential for a hate crime. Mosque leaders are cooperating fully, providing access to security systems and encouraging witnesses to speak up. Imam Omar Suleiman addressed the congregation, vowing, "We will not be intimidated by this act of hate. Our doors will remain open." The mosque's board thanked first responders and the wider community for their support. Regular updates are being provided to keep members informed and united. Open communication has helped manage fear and foster resilience. The focus remains on the guard's recovery and the safety of the congregation. The community stands together, determined not to let violence triumph over peace. The attack has drawn national attention, prompting calls for a bias investigation. CARE, the nation's largest Muslim advocacy group, urged state and federal agencies to explore a possible hate crime motive. Faizan Syed of CARE Dallas-Fort Worth stated, "When someone is attacked in a mosque during prayer, hate must be considered." The incident is seen as part of a disturbing rise in anti-Muslim violence nationwide. CARE and the community demand a thorough, transparent investigation. Frisco police acknowledge these concerns and have involved the FBI to provide additional resources. While the attack hasn't been officially labeled a hate crime, the bias motive is a key focus. The community seeks reassurance that ideological motivations will be taken seriously. They hope the investigation will bring both justice and clarity. In the aftermath, the Islamic Center of Frisco has ramped up security. Additional armed guards and police patrols are now present, especially during prayers and events. The mosque is upgrading surveillance systems and reviewing access protocols to ensure safety without sacrificing its welcoming spirit. CARE has urged all mosques and Islamic centers to increase security and distributed safety guidelines. The attack serves as a wake-up call, highlighting the need for vigilance. Faith communities now face the challenge of balancing openness with security. Leaders recognize that physical safety is essential for spiritual peace. While hoping these measures are temporary, many accept they may become a permanent reality. The community is adapting, determined to protect its members. The goal to ensure sacred spaces remain places of peace. As police continue their search, the community begins to heal. Counseling and support groups have been organized to help members process the trauma. Interfaith leaders and local residents have offered prayers and solidarity, reinforcing unity. The investigation remains a top priority, with hopes for a swift arrest and prosecution. Justice is seen as vital for closure and restoring trust. Vigils and community gatherings have brought comfort and strength. The Islamic Center is determined to emerge stronger, refusing to let fear dictate its future. They will continue to gather, educate, and build bridges across faiths. The path forward is one of resilience, seeking justice while fostering healing. Even in darkness, the community's light endures.